Thank you, Bully. Morning, everyone. So I'm pretty certain that most of us here have heard about artificial intelligence, or more commonly known as AI. AI is the ability for machines to perform frequent, high-volume, computerized tasks reliably, and it's able to learn how to adapt its processes. And AI is all around us. It's in the predictive text we use on our smartphones. It's in many computerized games, and it's even prevalent on many online chats on many websites. So, I'm going to be telling you about the difference between AI and human knowledge, where AI is better and where it is not, and how AI will impact the future of marketing. So, as AI starts to increase in many aspects of our lives, I start to wonder, what is the difference between human knowledge and AI? And I do think that there is a need to separate the two in many circumstances. But first, what we know about AI is that it is quick, reliable, and consistent. On the other hand, we have human knowledge. Now, human knowledge is also quick, mainly reliable, sometimes consistent, and quite complex. Let me illustrate with an example. If I've had a good day and my friend asks me to go out for a drink, I'll probably say yes. But if I've had a bad day and the same friend asks me to go out for a drink, I'm more inclined to say no. And this is because what makes humans human is our ability to let our external environments influence our actions. So how is AI currently exceeding human knowledge? Superintelligence has stemmed from AI in IBM Watson's computer. The computer is able to answer questions on oncology, and it's also able to memorize 80% of research ever done on oncology. Now this really outperforms human knowledge, because no human would ever be able to recite 80% of research ever done on oncology on the spot. However, there is some speculation whether all accusations that have been made are fully accurate. Another example where superintelligence has stemmed from AI is prevalent in Dota 2. Dota 2 is an online game which requires strategy, collaboration, and teamwork. OpenAI, founded by Elon Musk, developed an AI that was able to beat 5 professional human players. Not only was the AI able to beat the 5 professional human players, but it was able to learn the humans' weaknesses and taunt them with it. Bill Gates said that this was a milestone for AI because it was one of the first times that AI has demonstrated collaboration, strategy, and teamwork. Another example where superintelligence has stemmed from AI, and perhaps a more disturbing example, was at Facebook's Artificial Intelligence Research Center. Researchers wanted to see if 2 machines would be capable of communicating in their own language beyond human comprehension, and this actually occurred. Needless to say, the 2 machines were then quickly shut down. So these examples illustrate how clever AI can become. And with AI being able to do so much, I've had to narrow it down and look at how is AI currently helping us in marketing research. The first opportunity lies within data mining. Data mining can be defined when AI quickly, efficiently, and cost-effectively gathers research on a target market. Amazon has done just that. What you do is you download the app and then you scan the product's barcode, and Amazon will then release the same product that they have and at what price they are selling it at. This does 2 things for Amazon. Firstly, it tells them the range of products that their customers are interested in. And secondly, it tells Amazon at what price their competitors are selling the products at. This brings me to my next question. How can AI and human knowledge coexist to obtain better accuracy? Brand's Eye is an opinion mining company which incorporates AI to analyze people's opinions off social media. This means that AI can bring people's most pressing concerns to light. And what they do is they use a crowd of humans who then take the information that the AI has gathered to obtain better accuracy. So much so that Brand's Eye was one of the only companies to predict Trump winning the US election before it happened, as well as Brexit. Another opportunity lies within large-scale churn predictions. Brand's Eye is able to help find disengaged customer segments on social media, as well as why they're about to leave for a competitor and what the competitor may be doing differently. And the last opportunity lies within constant insights. Brand's Eye is able to develop powerful insights that can be used to develop effective strategies that meet the needs of their target markets. So AI plus human knowledge can really create great results. And this brings me to my last couple of examples, where there are some instances where it's absolutely vital that AI and human knowledge partner together. Let me explain the famous example of Sully. Sully was a pilot, and 3 minutes into his flight, a flock of birds flew into both engines, disabling them. Sully runs emergency checks, and with little time, he decides he will not have sufficient time to land at the airport, so he immediately landed in the Hudson River. There were no casualties, and all passengers were fine. However, the National Transportation Board decided to investigate Sully, and they used a computerized simulation which incorporates AI. The simulation stated that Sully actually did have enough time to safely land at the airport, but where the simulation fell short is that it did not actually take into consideration how long it would take a human to run those emergency checks. This ultimately means that the simulation was unfair, and Sully could have lost his entire career as a pilot. This just shows us that AI is always consistent despite its external influences. This brings me to my next example, triage. Triage can be defined as the order of treatment for patients. Research from the Duke University and the University of Maryland developed an algorithm that was able to decide who would be next in line for a kidney transplant. The algorithm took things into consideration such as lifestyle, age, alcohol history, and cancer. But now, with a hypothetical example, how would the algorithm choose between two people? Would it choose person A, who is young and an ex-alcoholic, or would it choose person B, who is slightly older but in remission for skin cancer? Now, you may say that the algorithm would choose person A because they are younger, but where in fact the algorithm falls short is that person A might be in a detrimental psychological state that might only become apparent after human interrogation. This means that person A would not benefit from the kidney in the long run. And this is where we may fall short with AI. AI is consistent despite its external conditions, which means that AI is not always realistic for humans. So there's no getting away from AI, and sometimes AI can be incredibly useful because of its consistent results, such as in the case with IBM Watson's computer being able to memorize 80% of research ever done on oncology. But on the other hand, AI can be incredibly harmful, such as in the case with triage. But then there are other times where AI and humans can work together to produce great results, just like Brand's Eye. So what we need to do is we need to use AI with human implementation of external influences to help us, and then just use AI like that. Thank you.